This news leader.
We love Fridays around here because we get to meet a new friend, and I just picked this one right on up, and because she's a diva. Emmy with Helping Hands is here to tell us who we have. She's a diva because she's got a diva name.
Yes, her name is Adele, so that reputation can precede her. Right off the bat, her personality isn't really big and in your face, but I have a feeling once she gets comfortable with you, then that personality will start to come out more.
And she'll start, she's leaning. She just like leaned over. It's like, I like this chair gig. What do we know about Adele?
She's about 6 years old, but that's a guess we had to make because she came in as a stray. So we really don't know anything about her background. We just know that she's been a really sweet girl with the new people she's met. A little shy at first, but very sweet.
Especially if you have cheese, because she likes cheese.
Yes,
See?
cheese
They gave me
is
cheese
her
to feed her.
favorite treat. She likes other dogs from the limited interactions we've seen. We don't know about cats so far, but you can always ask an adoption counselor to get a little bit more information about that. The only thing, because she is a little shy, is I would make sure to bring younger kids and all members of the family in to meet her. She might be a little overwhelmed by kids, but again, we don't know for sure because we don't know where she came from.
She's been doing okay here.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of people. Here's how I feel about animals.
They're
You've got
people.
a lot of canine people like
Yes.
Adele at the shelter. What happened, and so how much is it to bring Adele home?
Yes, it's $0 to adopt Adele and almost all of her canine friends who are available at the shelter, because over the past couple of days especially, and today with the big storm last night, we just knew maybe we would have a high intake of lost dogs that got out. We're at capacity again in our kennels. I know we're starting to sound a bit like a broken record. Things are just going up and down, and they're up again in the numbers. So limited kennel space, trying to get dogs home or into new homes. So the $0 special for dogs is going to be through Halloween.
Through Halloween.
Yeah.
And actually, you mentioned the storms, and that is a good point.
Yes.
Because if something happened, it was very noisy last night,
Yes.
and your pet ran off, I know to be proactive, we should get microchipped, which they offer at
Right.
Helping Hands. But if our pet ran off, what
Yes.
should we do to have the best chance of being able to know if we can get our pet back
Yeah,
home?
so absolutely call us or come in as soon as you can just to double check and see if your pet has come in. We also have a Facebook page dedicated specifically to posting pictures of the incoming animals, so check that regularly. And please fill out a full lost report through our website, which includes pictures, which are the easiest way for us to confirm for sure if your pet is at the shelter. Then we'll have your contact info to get in
It's also good to come in and look in person,
Yes.
because a lot of animals can look alike. You can say, well,
Yeah.
my black dog ran off, and there are a lot of black dogs. There
Many.
are a lot. It had long hair. Well, you got a lot of long-haired dogs.
Yes.
So that's good advice. Also, Halloween is coming up, and just like any holiday, a lot of things can be going on. It can be very overwhelming. So what do we need to keep in mind with keeping our pets safe
so
on Halloween?
there's usually special treats and snacks that are not as safe for our pets. And then with Halloween, there's a lot of door opening and maybe people coming in and out of the house, which again can be a risk for pets getting away, cats and dogs. Like you mentioned, the microchipping, that's a great thing to mention because we do that anytime we're open in our intake department. So this might be the time to do it now just in case. But also make sure to secure your pet in a room they're comfortable in, or if they are crate trained, in their crate, maybe with a little music playing, a little blanket over it when the trick-or-treating is going to start, because that could be a little overwhelming if your pet's not super social. And if they are, just make sure that they are safely on a leash or a harness or some way that they're going to stay safe.
Should we put a costume on our pet?
That is also a great question, and every pet's an individual, so you probably know if you've tried before if your pet likes or dislikes wearing costumes or clothes, and some pets actually seem to really enjoy it, so I would say whatever your pet is comfortable with.
Probably need to give, if you're going to make a pet part of your costume as well, like, families sometimes do things,
Right.
probably need to make sure your pet's going to be okay with being out around all that
Yes,
activity.
and other people in costumes, because sometimes your pet may love people, but they've never seen all these people in costumes before and can be very overwhelmed. So try to do a little test run at home maybe, or with a neighbor with a costume before you go out with your pet and full on expose them to that.
Just like some people don't like clowns. Some
Yes,
animals don't like
exactly.
clowns,
Exactly.
which to be expected.
We should respect that.
Emmy, thank you so much.
Yes.
And you guys missed it. I got a kiss from Adele
Aw.
earlier. She looked at me. She's so chill.
She is.
Aren't you? You're such a good girl. Emmy, thank you. Remember, $0 through Halloween to adopt our canine friends. They're at Southwest 21st and Bell. Thank you. Thanks, Adele. And thanks to all of you for being with us today as well. Stay tuned for Investigate TV Plus. We'll be back at 5.